Okay.
Rising,
Rising, Elizabeth.
Rising.
And my name is DEITRA Covington, and this is the Health and Wellness Show. And today is May 15th. Woo, 2023.
16th.
Already May. Woo.
May 16th.
Oh, it's the 16th. Oh, May 16th. Sorry. Okay, May 16th, 2023. We're really moving, right? That's another thing. And I'm on a team with Mama Razia and Sister Jacqueline. However, Mama Razia is actually hanging out in another state. I think she's in New York. And Sister Jacqueline can use some thoughts of strength and healing because she's going through a little something right now. So just keep her in mind. And it's so pleasant to see each and every one of you this morning. Let's see, and I'm going to start with an oracle reading from our African Goddess Rising Oracle cards. Let's see who we have today. Today we have Nana Baluku. And let me show you what that card looks like. You know, it's interesting because she has something on her head that's covering her eyes. I don't know. Can you all see it? It's dark. Uh-oh. And with this background is taking things out. But okay. Okay, she is of the Threshold Guardians Temple. And her element is air. And it kind of talked to me because I'm an air sign too. So it was like, okay, all right. Nana Baluku is the most high supreme being, primordial mother, grandmother of all the Orishas or deities, and the homies, wise woman, herbalist, and healer. Now, if you remember one of the movies that came out not long ago, they talked about the Dahomey tribe. And so she's of that tribe. And it was a group of fierce women. And I remember that. And it was really good. Let's see, Nana Baluku's guidance is you have entered a new cycle that is very old. Allow yourself to become present. Trust in divine timing. Don't be in such a hurry. There are no shortcuts here. Let me read that again. I don't know why that resonates with me so, but it does. You have entered a new cycle that is very old. Allow yourself to become present. Trust in divine timing. Don't be in such a hurry. There are no shortcuts here. The embodiment is, are you ready for a new beginning? You are in or entering a new season that will force you to evolve. This is a time of major transition. Ooh, if you just stand in that and just allow it to happen. Yes. You are not stuck. You are holding on to old patterns. Change can be terrifying. Allow yourself to be mentored. When you choose a new path, you are ripe for self-sabotage. A commitment test from the universe may pop up to delay this new pathway. Stay the course. Your time is now. And the goddess declaration is, I am limitless. Let me say it again. I am limitless.
I am limitless.
Oh, okay. All right, that was a very powerful reading for me anyway, because for some reason, even after the conference and during the conference, I just felt something. And I wanted to talk about that today too, but right now, if this reading really resonated with you, or You have no feelings whatsoever. Share that now.
Well, I want to say it is apropos because everybody's so in a hurry.
Yes.
And you realize that being in a hurry does not serve you well.
No.
Today it is what, 8:14, and RJ still ain't got ready for school. So he's gonna be late. And I told his mom, I said, chill out. If he's late, whatever. And that's what my motto is. But you know, like I say, you really see it on the expressway where speed limit is 55 or 65 or even 70, and you're going slow.
Yes.
They try to get around you and going in the bike lane, and
they're trying to get there.
I hope you will get there safely, but I'm not going that fast. So yeah, really being in a hurry.
It's interesting when people going fast and they end up needing to stop at a light, and you end up getting right there with them, next to them, and like all that rushing.
Mm-hmm. You end up in the same space.
Exactly.
But you know, we say what, speeding to the red light. See you when I get there. You know,
Right.
It's crazy. But ladies,
that's crazy.
That piece of humor is true. But listen, this really hit the nail right on the head for me, because so much leading up to this conference, culminating at that conference for me, and in this moment, I still had some questions. And one of them was, what was that thing that was so vibrating, but that was off? What was that urgent? What was so pressing and pushing that I couldn't put my finger on the pulse of? Well, that rushing. Well, I'll tell you, all that light came on. I hope I wasn't looking real crazy on camera, because it was like, it resonated so clearly. I've been rushing, not just for me, for 4 people for over a year, and that whole rhythm, because the rhythm of life changed for me. And I've been, oh my God, it is being ministered out to me right now.
Yes.
And I'm just exhaling. There's so many components to this for me. This conference was so pivotal, and it ushered me into a new season.
Yes.
In so many ways. As Evelyn was just saying, chill out. You know, and I mean, it started becoming just recognizable to me. So, wow.
Yes. Thanks for sharing. Yes. I can definitely relate to. Yes.
I can let that down. I can put that load down. Okay.
Right.
No longer serves me.
Saying that it's a choice.
Yes.
It's a choice. Mama Het?
Man. Who just said, did somebody just say quicksand? Somebody just say quicksand? I don't know. You know, what's hilarious to me is the rushing. You know, why do we rush when we're late? We can't get later.
Right.
You can later. You can't be early late. Yeah, I don't know. Once you're late, it's late. It doesn't know why we rush. That's just it doesn't even make sense.
Yes.
But they say make it make sense. It's not.
Right.
But you know, the whole thing, I don't care what's going on, what's happening. The Bible's answer and solution for everything is slow. He tells me slow down. I said, but I wasn't going fast. You know, that's just the answer, and breathe. It's just slow down.
Yeah. And breathe. Slow down.
And sometimes our mind is going so fast. You know, we might not be moving much, but our mind is gone.
Right.
Ooh.
You know what? You
when
want,
you're walking. Oh, go ahead, Mama. Go ahead. Go ahead. Go
no, I
ahead.
was gonna say at one point, we get to a point where we can create stoplights in our conferences and our events. And it says, slow down and breathe all around,
Oh,
poles.
I like that. I
Slow
like
down and breathe.
I like.
Because what we will be creating is something so exciting that,
Yeah.
you get all,
Yeah.
slow down and breathe. And then if somebody come in upset and stuff, and slow down and breathe, just all over.
Mm-hmm.
That would be so sweet.
Mm-hmm.
And what would be nice too is just have a time in the conference where we actually do that. We breathe, a breathing time, just to take
Just
deep
a moment, like everybody slow down,
right?
breathe. Let's keep going.
Did actually happen, but it wasn't said so much.
Right.
Because I remember after Dr. Nicole's session, which was phenomenal.
Yes. Yes.
I thought it was time to go. And Queen said, "Oh, we're gonna take a 45-minute." She said a half hour, but I think it was something 30, and we went to 12:15. I was like, "Wow, this is really working out." I really needed that.
Yes.
So we were able to do that. It just wasn't said because
Yeah. Instinctively, we did that.
Right. And schedule was real. Friday schedule was Friday schedule was its own, but Saturday we had room to breathe between every segment. It just there. And it was really, really nice. One of my favorite things about this session or being in that space, I'm going to say thank you let me say thank you to Matthew and Joseph. Okay, we just got to say thank you, Matthew and Joseph.
Yes.
I've been at that church for several things, and I enjoy that space. And it was funny because a couple of us were like, "Well, where's the sanctuary?" And I didn't realize where it was until I was leaving on Saturday.
Yeah, and actually, when I have other things there, I want to, especially conferences and stuff like that. I want to take a time for a tour.
Yes,
I've gone on the tour and it is amazing.
Okay.
Amazing, and just to schedule that for the church.
Yeah,
I'm really. I know about the church because an architect, my architect, is helping them to. There's some work that needs to be done. Obviously, the air conditioner not working, some stuff on the roof, and it's a historical building, and so they're raising money for that. So he told them about me and event planning and such, and so I want to bring entertainment in there to raise money to help the building.
Oh, nice.
We could do that. That's right there.
Yeah.
Okay, so why was I sitting in the bathroom and she was plunging out the other stall, and I thought, yeah, this building needs some love. It's been here a while.
Yeah.
The bathroom stalls, I'm gonna tell you right now, we need to be able to walk in and not have to hover over the toilet seat in order to close the door. Anyway, the number came to mind. Wow, 10 million would do a lot. I don't know why. It just came to my mind. 10 million would just put a woo,
and they
parking lot and everything.
A lot for the community, for the arts community, and brother that you know him very well, Mama Het. He was our security.
Ramasu.
Yeah, he teaches martial art and stuff. He teaches it there. Yeah, I mean, we can have art classes there. We can have You know, they want things for the community to be there.
Yeah, the pastor seems very open and friendly. Yeah.
And he's new.
Oh, okay.
I know I like that prayer he delivered. That's what I know.
That
Yeah.
was definitely along the Elizabeth line.
Yes, he
Yeah.
is.
Definitely.
But
Yeah.
yeah, I just really enjoyed the fans. You know, I appreciate air conditioning, but I really enjoyed those fans. That breeze was nice. It wasn't overpowered, but the mic was able, the sound of the presenters it's like they met in the middle. But
Yeah.
the was very clear, even downstairs. That sound, the mic they were very clear. You could hear very clearly in the space. So if you didn't see the monitor, you could be very much still a part by listening. And that the little Wonder Boom, I gotta tell her she a good little baby, because
That's right. That's right.
Mama, Queen, can I get access to screen?
Yeah, I wanted to get that other one. She was like, Mama Head, I don't know you. I need a formal introduction. I said, okay, sugar, we're gonna just go back to the Wonder Boom or do what she do.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, I love it. I love it.
It was I don't know. Every time I get ready to say what it was, after I take a breath, nothing comes out, because
Indescribable.
califragilistic That's what this week. Yeah, that's it, right?
Yes. Yeah.
Okay, yeah, we're already doing my presentation. I created a flyer that talked about, the conference, and I wanted us to share. I'm going to take this from Dr. Nicole. She talked about looking at the different senses. What did you get with your hearing, seeing, feeling, the different senses? What did you get from the conference? What did you see that helped you? What did you hear that helped you? What did you feel, that helped you?
Mm-hmm.
So I put some pictures of different presenters, on the conference, just to give us a little feeling of what happened. Remember, what happened. So if you can, let's share a little bit more about what came about. I know it's a lot. Let me pull this off now. Can I? Oh, I stopped share. Okay. Okay, does everyone see this? Saw the flyer?
Yes.
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay.
Nice. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, well, all right, I'm going to take this down and stop sharing it so we can see each other. Great. All right, so now let me see. I guess I can start. Oh my goodness. Because
Did you see how she switched? Moderator, I guess I can start. Oh my goodness.
it's funny because I was like, no, I'm the one that came up with this idea, so I know I can talk about this.
Yeah.
But yeah, over the time, in preparing for today, I was like, what can I talk about? I was so full from the conference. I was like, I want to talk about it. Believe me, my life I'm in a state of, when we read about today about Baluku, and how we entered a new cycle, and I feel that, and I think this conference was that catalyst for me, to give me a knowledge of what time I'm in now, so I appreciate that. What I felt with this conference was people collaborating. I felt like it was like everybody coming together to make things happen. From Dr. Nicole's, after she spoke and we had that little break, if people were coming up to her, because I wanted to, she's my naturopath doctor, so I wanted to hug her. But the conversation she was having and the plans was going on. I was like, wow, you know, it's just like everything was building, you know, I felt things building, you know, and even, you know, after the, when Mama had and I forgot the tap dancer's name, but when they had their presentation after that, you know, the sister who loved Michael Jackson, that's who wanted your number, Edwina. I'm gonna call her, but you know, it's just like family. It was like people that have never met at that conference. You know, it was no stranger to anybody. Everybody felt like they belonged and they were akin to whoever was there. You know, it was no strangers. So that was powerful to me. But it made me realize that's how I should walk every day. You know, when I'm going through life, I should be akin to people that, you know, I might not really know. You know, I know strangers, of course, know people on the street, but when I start talking to people, don't feel like you never met them. They're part of who I am. So anyway, that's what I'm talking about. That conference really helped me see some things. Anybody else?
So, Sister DEITRA, we're talking about our 5 senses and how they were affected by the conference. Is that what we're doing?
Yes.
Okay, so I'll go next.
Okay.
As far as my hearing, the hearing was very clear. I want to say for me, hearing was clarity and the ability to listen. The fact that you can and you know how to is important. As far as we're going to also consider the ether, you know, and for etherically, I would say that if I was silk that spiders produce, we created a masterful web of connectivity.
Yes.
And the reason why I say that is once we met people or we knew people, you know, going to each other's pages and finding out things, I had a lot of spiritual connections that really just touched my soul.
Yes.
I found out that Sister Rose, and then her mother was there as well. I felt surrounded by my sisters and their mothers because Lakeisha had her mother over here, and here's Love Rose and her mother. And I read that Love Rose has a sister that passed away early, and you know, I'm saying early in her life, and she died on May 11th. She passed away on May 11th. So wow. When I came back from Friday to Saturday, I told Sister Rose and her mother that I'm her sister, you know, letting her know that she loves them. And I don't even know why I said that. I didn't plan on saying that. It just came out my mouth because we were in Taurus season when she passed. And so I said, something asked me to be the vessel to share the message. And that. And then moving on. Okay, so spiritually, it felt like we were creating a web. For my no, that was etherically. Spiritually, I want to say this is spiritually because, and the sight, I'm gonna put vision and spiritually together because when I tell you that we went from being like what I'm now, like I'm a square now, to go from this place and walk up to people because I felt drawn to them. I have another story about the sister whose mother was in Israel and died in Arizona, and they found her weeks later.
Right.
I didn't even know who she was, but I felt the couple. I felt they sat in the row where my shoes were, where I left my shoes. And the way they were dressed. And I said, oh, I said, I feel some powerful energy coming off of you too. What's all of that?
Right.
Oh, they were just married on New Year's Eve. And I said, oh my God, my sister and her husband were married New Year's Eve.
Okay.
And then husband says he's a Pisces. I was like, okay, daddy, okay, all right.
Right.
And then she tells me who she was, and she was saying how she hasn't been able to release because, you know, her mother and her didn't have that relationship for her to grieve. Her grieving is different. But she said, I just feel like I can breathe here. She said, I feel like yes. And then she said everything that happened at the end of our segment with Lolly telling us to breathe and then the sister coming up and talking about her mother. I said, you stay here and you're gonna get some more breathing out. Just stay here. Yes. And I asked her, could I touch her and hold her hand? So I left out and came back upstairs. Here she is up front with my Reverend Omani talking about she looked just like my grandmother. I was like, we're gonna go generational with this relationship with her. Wow. I was like, listen, I really need to, I gotta sit down, and I haven't sat down in a minute. I'm going to sit down and write all these connections because it was just phenomenal. It was. And then, yeah. I'm gonna let somebody else go. I
want to jump in here with you, Mama Head. The sister, her name is Terry. Yes, Terry Hughes. She is the one that writes the plays, the movies and stuff. She was on my show. Okay, and so what was so weird was when she was on the show and she said, and Reverend was on there, but she wasn't like active. She was in the listening mode and such. Yes. And she had said that when she was telling the story about her mom and all of that and where their relationship is now. And so she's writing all these movies about it. But she said that that she had not gone deep to be totally free. Right. And I told Rev even after that, I said, you know, I wanted to say, oh, well, we can get you there now. So you want some. And then so when they connected, it was so divine in my mind that I knew that there it is right there. She's gonna walk you through the rest, because I went to see her. I went to Juanita's story is in her next film. Okay. And so she had invited me out to hear the people that are going to the story that they're going to talk about, who they're going to talk about and stuff in the presentation. And I'm trying to remember what I was bringing up. We were talking about Terry Hughes and the connection between her and Reverend Omani when they talked, So, I mean, the bottom line is that they, you know, she wanted, her whole life is around people being trapped from their past and stuff, you know. And so for her to get free from that, you know, that would be amazing. Yeah. Amazing. So it just, like you were saying, Mama had that web of intertwining and reaching out, and touching this person and touching that and so on and so forth, you know. Ooh. And it was go ahead. No, you go ahead. Well, I was just gonna say the fact that the other point I was making is that we went from being 2D to being alive and living in front of each other. So we kept, you know, as we were meeting the people who we met online, and it was, I mean, the connections were deep online. Let's say there were dotted lines online, and once we met, they became bold, if you will. If you think about text, they became bold and very clear, because I'm like, I was drawn to everybody, and I go, oh, you're so-and-so.
oh, you son. That's all I kept saying. Oh, you.
Yes,
Oh,
yes,
you.
yes,
It's
yes,
you. You
yes.
know. Even with Lakeisha's son, I told him, I said, you know, the one that be yelling in there, give your mama another hug so we can hug you. And I told him, I said, that was me always yelling.
Right.
But all my
Right.
senses, all my senses were affected. I feel like a new person. I do feel like there was a birthing. And even though I needed to leave, I felt that segment of dance gave me the dip, the tea bag, whatever you want to stir it up with everything you need for coffee. It was was my Elizabeth cup. Okay, let me just say that. And
girl, that was cup runneth over right there.
Woo, look at it.
I know.
I mean, the stage was soaking wet. I don't know if y'all felt that. The chairs got wet, the stage was wet because it was just tears just roll every time I looked up. Somebody was.
I know, right?
So there was a relief that really happened there.
Yes, yes, yes.
It was so unexpectedly expected.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Unexpectedly because of what we saw and experienced. Expected because of who you four are.
Yes, yes.
I thanked Lolly. I said, thank you for just stepping in there and moderating. Just
She really did.
She really did.
She just
She really, and she was hitting with questions that made you go, you went, wait, you went, yeah.
And everything was just so beautiful. My baby is so cute. My baby is cute here. Let me tell you, my baby is cute. My baby got it going on, all right? My baby is full of love.
Yes.
My baby is full of intention.
Mm-hmm.
My baby is full of power.
Mm-hmm.
My baby is anointed.
Yes.
My baby is straightforward.
Oh, yeah.
My baby hits from the gut.
Yes, that's exactly.
Listens to the Holy Spirit. My baby is a healer. My baby walks in the anointing and the power of feminine energy.
Yes.
My baby. My baby is history.
And Ebony, how did you feel she was online, she was not there. I would love to hear your take on it. You get something from it?
No, I want to bless y'all for the sound. Yes, I did get something from it. I bless y'all for the sound. Because I heard everything. Reverend Danny. Nope, first it started with Sister Nicole made me cry. She made me shed a tear. And then Sister Danny and Reverend Almighty kind of brought it back home to get me whole again. So my journey on the other side was a different transformation for me. Because I've been going through a few things, but I'm out now so I can share. So I was blessed with two friends that bought me an actual vendor show table. And I know I told y'all my story yesterday about my creative comeback, I'ma call it, because I always give my cycles titles. So two friends took it upon themselves to purchase me a vendor show table at this big Mother's Day vendor show. They said it was on the news. They said it was on Channel 2. It was a Lisa Carter production. She's the best vendor show lady around. So I went there and I got there on time. Now, I'm not an on-time person. I'm going to tell you that. But I got there on time like the airport because of the expectancy to get on the conference. Because I'm like, okay, it started at 11, I gotta get on my conference, and then I gotta get, you know, and that was Saturday. So Friday, I was on it, but I was at work. Saturday, I'm like, I don't care what's going on today. I gotta get on my phone by 11.
Right.
So blessed be to God, he had such divine timing Saturday. Because not only did I get there on time, I had to sit in a vendor show line that was wrapped around the block.
Wow.
And it was already people in the facility set up. And I'm in the line wrapped around the block on time too. And I had time to at least sit for at least an hour at that in my car while waiting to get in the vendor show to absorb everything y'all had to offer. And I heard it loud and clear.
Oh,
I'm shouting in my car. I'm saying, now that's alignment right there. Now that's alignment right there. That's all you ladies are so moving. I know y'all felt something there because I felt it through the airwaves, if that's what they call it. Like I felt it through the airwaves. Y'all touched me. Y'all gave me the extra part of me to believe in me.
Yes. Well, good. Well, good.
And I'm just so grateful. That was so transformational from in person to the wavelengths. Like the energy transformed. It moved.
But thank you for sharing that, Ebony.
Yes, Queen Aduna, you did that. That baby is beautiful. I think you might have had some twins because it came out on the other side too.
Tell it, Ebony. Tell it.
That's right.
I think everybody got their own little bitty. I think we all got our own little baby cells from, that's what, it was one child birth, but if you let it do it came from a building from so many people pushed, we all had a contribution. So we got the little head and the little Ebony, our little cells. Yeah. Maybe our little girls will rebirth. You know what I mean?
Yes, them inner child.
Yeah, and to just look at it as that it was the maternity ward.
Yeah, thank you.
Yes, it was.
Everybody was popping at different times, different, having different babies and stuff. Yeah, oh yeah. It was like an octopus, and octopus. There were babies coming out of. It was like a root, a tree, and all the branches. And stuff. And it was the root, the Holy Spirit, the root.
Yes.
And everybody was doing their thing.
And I ended up selling out that day, Saturday.
Take nothing home.
I said, okay, y'all, here we go now.
That's a vending. I always tell my vendors, you coming home with nothing. You're gonna come home empty-handed, and all you're gonna be carrying is your little funds. Okay, that's what
And I gotta get with Sister Evelyn because she has some cute earrings on the table. Somebody shared and I seen, and I'm like, oh, I gotta get them earrings.
Okay, well, there she go. You put your little order right there. She right there.
Oh, I'm coming for you.
Evelyn, what did you get out of the conference?
Whew. Okay, it started with the night before not sleeping past 4 o'clock in the morning for some reason. I woke up and couldn't go back to sleep. I'm like, okay. So I got up and got ready, and it started with setting up on Thursday night. I was blessed financially Thursday night by one of the vendors. She came over there and she just, and then Alethea with the spirit dials on Saturday. I was like, okay. And other gifts that were given to me, you know who you are, and I'm so happy. But yeah, I was planning for next year.
Exactly.
I'm we need to start a little bank account, and whatever any of us can put in there at any time, we need to start building right now. We need to start advertising months in advance.
Okay, I'm gonna stop you right there.
Okay. I mean, I just felt like
No. Hold on. Hold
winning.
on. You're good. You're good. You said one word that hell no. You described it. What did you say? We're gonna open up a what?
Bank.
Bank account.
Bank account.
No, she said a little.
Hello.
Oh, sorry.
Said she
bank account.
described us our bank account and we open up a little bank account.
A
Hell
bank
no.
account.
Everything
So, a
free.
bank
Hell
account.
no.
Little. Don't describe it. Just say
account.
bank account. Yeah.
Okay, let's
And
okay, we're
whatever
gonna do
any
this
of us
takeover
can
again.
put in there, ask for donations, what anybody can put in there, you know, toward next year, it's on and popping. I got the ideas for the clipboard. I got the ideas for the aprons.
Yes.
I had good food. I ate nicely, you know, vegan. I did have that chocolate cake, but I only took a little sliver and then I gave away. But yeah, it was just, oh yeah, I gave birth to my babies of my, yeah, what I'm working on. I'm gonna start working on it. It's I do well with the in-person or online, but in-person make and takes. That is, yeah, I saw it just as clear as day.
Okay.
You know, that's what I need to gear toward, you know, because I do spread myself out thin with a lot of little things I do, but I still got to do those because that keeps me sane. But preparing for the make and takes.
You
And
said a lot. You said a lot there when you said those little things keep you grounded.
yeah.
Yeah.
Just, you know, sitting here, I'm creating, what am I creating now?
Look at Mama Evelyn.
These little cards, you know, the little cards that I had with the sayings on them. And
Yes.
I got those going, and I'm going through my wallpaper stash because I'm getting rid of some of it, a lot of it. And yeah, and I'm so glad the garage, I mean, I could go in there and find what I needed. And wow, it was just, and then those patches, I don't know what those patches did.
Oh yeah, right.
But I wasn't able,
the mud thing, the mud, what it called? Mud.
No, the stem cell patches.
I still didn't,
What
I
do
was
they do?
so tired. I was so tired Friday night when I got home. Because we had to go take RJ. I was so tired. I still woke up at 4:00 and couldn't go back to sleep. Oh, my whole body. I was like, oh God, am I gonna make it? Am I gonna make it? Yep, you're gonna make it. You're gonna make it, guys. You're gonna make it. I got in the car, I was good. That stem cell, I don't know. I was when I got home on Saturday, I was not tired. I was not tired. I wasn't like I need to lay down tired. You know, I was, you know, I still did a little something and I went to bed at a decent hour and went to sleep and woke up Sunday and got out and went to the lumber yard and went to where'd I go? Went to Kroger and didn't feel like I had did a whole 8 hours of work somewhere. I really felt, yeah, good. Yeah.
I kept wondering why everybody got that little, my favorite Band-Aid is my favorite round Band-Aid. I was like, why does everybody, and I thought about it, I was like, that was the patch. And every time I hug people, I would touch it. I would happen to touch it when I'd hug them, you know.
Yeah. But
who gave those away?
Miss Stacy. That was Miss Stacy.
Yeah, she gave them away just so, you know, would get the experience of it. She gave you like 3.
Oh,
and
wow.
what do they do? What do they do?
This is what Jackie brought the stem cells to us. She talked about, I don't know if that's her connection. But
I think that is her connection. I think that is her, because I know Jackie sells it.
So it's a healing. It works. You know, if you know about stem cells, I can't go into that right now. DEITRA, I don't know. You got the verbiage for it, but I know it's healed. You know, I don't know. It's an Elizabeth. That's what I know. It's an Elizabeth.
Cells in the body. Yeah.
Yeah.
It does what?
It connects with the cells.
Yeah.
And what?
Thank you.
And help.
Is it like a regenerator or something?
Yeah.
Your
Yeah,
blood.
because she
cells
said
all-
past 30, is it 30?
Yep.
Yeah, your stem cells start to just lay dormant, start going to sleep.
Right.
You need to in order, you need to regenerate them. So.
Okay.
That sounds
Now, I would like to, I didn't get a chance to find out more about that patch, but I know one thing for sure. I got a testimony with my own product because, I drink that coffee every day with the CBD in it. I drink it every day, but Saturday, when the technology, you guys don't know that the technology was acting funky before my presentation. The presentation wouldn't fit on the presentation screen. It was like 3 major issues happening all at once. And when I say that I was so calm, I was so calm, I could actually focus with clarity to actually get everything taken care of efficiently before actually getting started. I was like, whoa. I was like, it took me, and then people gravitated towards me after my presentation. I couldn't even it took me an hour to get some water because everybody was asking me a question or congratulating, or it was so excited. So when I finally calmed down, I thought about it. I was like, wait a minute, the old me would have threw a temper tantrum by now.
Yes, Lord.
I was like, wait a minute. I was so calm, so focused. And I'm like, well, what did I do this? I was like, oh, I drank my coffee this morning. I was like, whoa. Like, I couldn't believe, I can believe it. But when that stress of life actually hits you, like it did the morning of that Elizabeth conference for me, I was like, oh, I couldn't believe how calm and focused. I didn't know if anybody else knew how calm and being on stage. Most people would get anxious being on stage for the first time. I was not anxious at all. And I'm like, that CBD kicked in when it needed to kick in. I was like, oh, okay. There we go. That's my testimony, right? That's my testimony right there. For that, the Caprice CBD coffee by Tava. Yeah, it kicked in. It kicked in.
Danielle,
Get some more.
While you're talking, DEITRA, can you share specifically what you're asking us to talk about? That was her testimony on her business, but bring everybody into, your question.
Okay. Yes.
And she can continue.
Yes, what I intended for us to talk about today was looking at your 5 senses. Sometimes I'm hearing, touching, seeing, smelling. What's the other one? Well, anyway. Taste. Yeah, right. In your taste. Thank you. Bringing those into what you gained from the conference. Can you talk about all of them or either, some of those senses in regards to what you gained from the conference? So I think that's clear. Any questions?
So I would say this, when Shiva Billions came into the room and when the other lady, I know Lakeisha's product has sent, it's something about the sense of the creating a certain ambiance and a certain level of peace and calming. When everybody started actually came, every time I went downstairs, it was more peaceful. And I know it has something to do with the scent. Yes. I know we didn't have anybody burning anything. I don't think we had any, but whatever the products that were handmade that the people were selling, yeah, I noticed that there was a peace and calming with the scent for me. And trying to think. I don't know. When I was there, I was just a ball of energy. I know that much. I know I wasn't as tired. Friday, I was exhausted because I stayed up half the night stayed up half the night getting my presentation together. So there.
Yes, thank you for sharing that.
Oh, you lost her. You
went to a dead zone.
Want to share? Next.
Edwina Star.
Sure. So much, and it'll have to be in parts. We might be discussing something else, and I might go, oh, and another thing about,
Exactly.
Right.
as we move forward, I'm telling you all, have no, I just want to be kind of point specific, if possible. So many layers of life were being administered to in those days. A culmination of stuff the last couple of years came to fruition, and I was afforded the privilege of clarity on things moment by moment with each phase of this past weekend. And so all of my senses, a sense of family and community, that was so happening and popping from the onset. And it reminded me, as Het was talking a little while ago, I remember, I don't know, being about 6 and my mother greeting people that I had never seen before. And she was greeting them so warmly, I had to ask, should we know these people? and she looked at me, she said, no, we do now, but previously no. And so the piece, and as I watched her as I grew, I began to understand in my spirit and my being, there was a knowingness, there was a sense of community, and that's who she was. And that vividly came to pass as I'm connecting with people and I'm watching the connections of others. So many questions I had at one point, I was running down Mama head about some cream, because, oh my God, I just don't want to take all this time. But I felt like the both of us was going to need that cream. My husband and I, we were going to need that. And we didn't get to use that cream until later that night. And part of it, when I was experiencing, as a person who deals with chronic pain, you guys, I had some burning questions. Dance is a passion for me and has been core of my life. And I'm in another season of my life. I'm like, okay, I had some injuries happen. And I'm like, am I so done? Is that over? And some of the stuff I was experiencing, I'm thinking, is it just that season in my life? I'm asking these questions because my body and my mind and my spirit, we're all over the place. And ended up, I'm like, okay, so much of that pain that I was experiencing was anxiety around rushing for 4 people, as I said earlier. And things began to kind of slow down. And I'm looking at them during this conference. And at one point, I did say I might even do some movement during the session. Listen, when I say I was being ministered to as I was dancing, and I stopped and I listened, and I'm watching and experiencing the Holy Spirit releasing those tensions, those stresses, that stuff that I had all but gotten hear about, and ministered it out in such a way. And we talked about our what next phase. Got something for people, some movement for seniors and everybody in between, because those questions came to me within my spirit and released me. And I was able to move freely. I was so hearing beautiful stuff with what Queen Naduni was saying and singing, and then what Phil was playing, and it all just, I got some real time answers to some long queried questions posed. Okay, so
beautiful,
all over the place.
That's awesome.
Wow.
You want to continue?
I'm sorry. Oh, Danielle, you said?
Well, were you complete? I know we're all can jump in anytime.
Please do, ladies, because I got thoughts over here, thoughts coming from over here, and I'm just So I paused for someone else. Yes, thank you.
We have just know that because of this weekend's greatness, if you will, I would like to cover. We need to go on and we blend on into Wednesday because I mean,
Yes, right.
you might hear me talking about this for a couple days.
That's what I'm saying.
I'm just saying. I need some relief. Okay.
Yeah. I was full with this
Beautiful.
conversation. I mean, it was something I couldn't hold anymore. You know, I
Right.
had to say something about it.
Right.
But you know what? Let me start off with how my day started on Friday.
Okay.
You know, I was asked by Queen to operate the music. Right. I was like the DJ. Never been a DJ. I don't know nothing about that except using that phone and
Can't say it no more. You can't say that no more. That's the last time.
No.
That.
Okay, so let me because Pam was the DJ as far as the DJ. She's
Right.
talking about downstairs in marketing and keeping up one with the what do you call it? The
audio, the tech audio.
Yeah, the anyway, you know, the music when you just automatically.
Exactly. That's all I was doing. Nothing major. No, I wasn't.
Yes, it was
Yeah,
major.
it was major. It was major.
No.
I kept having to go down there and switch it because that doggone commercial would come on and stuff. So that's what she was. She, you know, skipped.
That was fun. That was fun.
Right. So that's what we're talking about.
Right, exactly. So anyway, we started with the Michael Jackson song, right? That was the first thing on. So I was like, okay. And so then Denise, she came over to me and she said, you know what, Michael Jackson, I love Michael Jackson. You know, I love Liberian Girl. I was like, okay. So she was really into it. So I said, you know what? And I felt a connection right away with her, right? So I was like, okay, since I'm doing this, I can choose that we're going to play all Michael Jackson from here on out. Michael Jackson, because my sister loves him. And I want her to smile and dance and do whatever. She started a hustle dance and everything downstairs onto Michael Jackson. So I was like, okay, we're going to do this. But lo and behold, her and I, you know, she and I, how does that go? She and I. Okay.
You did it right.
Right. We went upstairs and, you know, just was together. Like, you know, we came to the thing together, but we bonded that close. And I love her now. I call her Michael Jackson. So she smiles every time I call her Michael Jackson. So, you know, but that's the kind of time it was for me. You know, you just meet up with people and you're not strangers. You know, I've never met her before, but now you know, she called me this morning. She wanted Edwina's number. And I was like, okay, all right, but it's like that now. She can come to me.
What did Denise?
Go ahead.
I'm sorry. Which one was Denise? I got to get a picture. I don't have a picture.
Denise was Lucretia's sister, so-called.
Yes. Oh my God. Yes.
When we prayed for her, you know, she was going through because her mother's birthday was Sunday or something, or she thought about her mother. Now it wasn't a birthday, but it was really you know, sad to think about her mother on Sunday. Yeah. So anyway, that was just something for me. I met someone who I can connect with going in the future. You know, I can reach out to her and I know what will make her smile. You know, if I send her a Michael Jackson video or something, she'll be like, oh, this is so nice. She'll love it.
Yes, right.
So you just learn little things about people. Yep, so that was nice. Star, did you have something you want to share?
Yeah, Star. Where's Star? Star was the star. She was so calm. I'm not gonna start talking. Go ahead, Star.
She was beautiful. Where's she at? I seen her the whole video.
Look, that crab, baby, that crab on the beach had everything handled.
Moving around, handling the stuff.
Yes.
Mama
And
had.
Mama, I have to say, I had heard you say that you might dance during your session. So I'm watching and I'm listening and I'm waiting. I said, she's gonna do that in a minute. The next thing I know, you're doing a complete split on the floor. I said, go ahead, Edward. She all in the spirit. Go ahead.
And
girl.
it was like Pam, it was like the spirit just pushed her, because all of a sudden I saw her body go, you know, she started moving and said, whoa,
Yes.
whoa, I think I'm gonna
Yeah.
do some vocal with that. Let me get with her body, what her body is doing and stuff. Go ahead, Star.
Oh.
Yeah, it was everything. When you talk about taste, everything tasted so good. All the presenters did
Yes.
very well. All the information was really good. The downstairs in the vendor space, it was popping. And the thing is, you know, and I'm with Mama Evelyn. It started for me Thursday night too. When we went to set up, the feel in the room, both upstairs and down, even when you walk in the church, the feeling in the church, it was just really beautiful. The staff was excellent.
Yes. Yes.
And I have to say, what God showed me Sunday morning, he did what he said he was going to do. And he also told me, he said that the Elizabeths are spiritual doulas. He said that's what Elizabeths do.
I
And
like
that he has also used the energy from our platform before. He just didn't tell us. This time he said he would. This time he told us. And I can see why he told Danny to do it the way that she did it, because he's building his team. Because of the third shift that we're in, he's building his team. So I can see why he said, give them these things, because these are the things that they need to grow in. And in building his team, he's preparing his team. It's like we're in training.
Yes.
For
Yeah.
plan that God has, that the whole picture that we don't see. We only see parts of it. And so I understand why he told her to do it like that. So now we know that God is using this platform behind our back. And whenever he chooses. So nothing is for no reason.
Right.
Even if it doesn't feel good, nothing is for no reason. And this feeling that we had this past weekend, it was just, it might not have been a lot of people there. However, the ones that were there, they left with something.
Yes, 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 yes.
They left with something, even if they don't know what it is. They did. They
Right.
left with something, and everything was just beautiful.
Yes, yes.
Yeah, it was like a family reunion when we all come together. We've been living together for a whole year. So
That's
when
right.
we physically came together, it was, you know, we got our children with, we got it. Now we get to see, hey, yeah.
Right, right. That's right.
And everybody, but everybody knows what everybody doing, because that's what we've been talking about, all, you know, what each of our lives are about. And each of us knew what to bring into the conference, just coming together and not being out of character.
Right.
Everybody was coming to do what they are passionate about doing, and observing and appreciating the opportunity to do it amongst those who will receive me.
Right. Oh,
The listening of a space and the spirit of a space is important.
it is. It is.
It is. Yeah. Yeah. So I've those who are professional vendors, professional vendors, they vend all the time. I was thinking Friday night, said, okay, there wasn't a lot of people there for the vendors. And nowhere near compared to how we want it to be. You know what I mean? Where it's just flowing in and out and stuff like that. And where it is going to be. And Saturday when I got there, the sister, her name will come to me, but she came up to me and she said, I have so enjoyed myself as a vendor. I said, really? Well, like, thanks for sharing that. And she just said how she has enjoyed everything. And I know she's not sitting over there with a line of people, purchasing things.
Yeah.
I hear not one complaint from a vendor.
Mm-hmm.
Not one. It's like everybody understood what was happening, that we were creating something, because basically we knew most of the vendors.
Yeah.
One, or, was referred by somebody who was like a vendor from outside that didn't know who we are and just came in there to support. And, but what the thing is, it is a package. Like I was telling my husband, I said, you just don't know what happened this weekend. It was like so powerful. Because now I can take that. That's what I've been talking about and explaining to people. Star and I have done this before. And so that's why Pam used to be not a DJ like a DJ, but she would always run the music. So much so that she went and bought all the whole equipment for a DJ.
Okay.
The speakers, the stands, the whole thing. So when she said she's not going to do that anymore, okay, well, we don't doing it yet anyway. So, but I said, anybody who wants this equipment, I'm gonna give it. I said, well, Leap wants it, so don't give it away. Okay. Wow. So that being said,
yes.
That being said, when it came,
available, not just yet.
And I want to put it on mute. There she goes. Okay.
When I had actually asked somebody to DJ and stuff, and anyway, I said we don't need a DJ, and I was like, Pam, I know you said, but you're the only one I trust. I trust with my music. We know how we run our shows. She's always been that. So thank you, Star, for
thank you, Star.
I knew we were, because I said, get music that's going to do this, and we really didn't need like the whole DJ pump up and stuff. We just needed music in between, and she just hooked it up, and she took care of technical things, the PowerPoint and all that stuff, and worked very well with Jabril. So
the music was amazing. I just have to say, upstairs music was absolutely amazing.
It was loud enough. It penetrated the body and all that. That's what it's supposed to do.
Yeah. And the church had their own system. That was like, whoa.
Right.
Whoa.
Yeah, they had a good system.
Yeah, Darlene was a beautiful. She's beautiful.
She's very kind. She's very kind.
All of them. Yeah.
Yeah, who was the name of the lady that opened the church for us?
Darlene Williams.
Yeah, okay. She was very nice. Yes.
So, Queen, align with what you're talking about and what Star spoke about and what Ivana spoke about, and Ebony and Evelyn and Sister DEITRA and Danielle. My thing, I kind of, I don't even know which one to start with. Okay, let me just say that if we had something that was inside of us that we used to do or did and all of this kind of thing, those those ones of our personalities that sit in the back of the room, or they was like, you know, everybody else would say, well, I'm gonna do this part right here. And so they sat back, you know, deep inside, you know, they at the gut. They were able to just come on out and do their thing. So I felt like it was an awakening of our dormantness of ourselves, if you will.
Yes, yes, yes.
Because I think with Edwana, with her saying, I think I want to do some movement, that was that dancer in her saying, I'll feel seen here.
Yeah, I'm comfortable.
I feel seen here.
Yes, yes.
And
yes.
the DJ of Star was like, you know, I used to do this, and you don't let me do this no more. Watch, I'm gonna come on out and do what I do, you know. And so that was happening. And that Sister Denise, I'm gonna tell you something. Denise gave me a message early, and I heard what she said, but I gave her why. Okay, it was about being barefoot. She was like, oh, you know, she said she stands, but that was me. That was us, wasn't it? That was us upstairs. She talked about, I don't just, you know, these floors, they just be dirty and blah, 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 blah. So I had an incident with my foot, and she didn't tell me I told you so, but I said it to myself. I said, heck, now see, you heard Denise early. And my shoes kept calling me. I would walk by and see them. They were way over by. I left my shoes by DEITRA. Okay.
Okay.
I left those shoes by DEITRA, and every time I walked by, they made me look at them. I said, okay, they still there. They're still there. I didn't listen. And so I got no, it wasn't, it's not little at all. Nope. I got a nice little cut on my foot. But that was just the message. You know, when you could be barefoot, but then there's a time to put your shoes back on, Mama Head. So I heard myself talk to let, you know, informing me. While we were talking, I don't know, maybe Thursday and Friday, we was in Lamar's class, or maybe us being in the Elizabeth Zoom was Lamar's class, or, you know, when a woman finds out she's pregnant, the doctor give her the book to read. Now you're going, you know, you're having the 9 months, you know, and our babies, you know what I'm saying? So the whole weekend was like Lamar's class and what do you call it when you're pregnant, and pregnancy and then birth. It happened in 2 days or 2 to 3 days. Okay.
Right.
Yeah, Sister Denise was some powerful piece, because we talked in different segments. You know, your conversations were about different. Every time you came in somebody's presence to talk, it was a different conversation. Each and every one. Because I also had that sister that was by me, the one that came later Friday night, the tall sister, Sister Carla. Carla's birthday was the day after mine. And I told myself, I said, you're not going to let Monday go by without, I called her at 10 o'clock. I said, I know it's a little late, but I called her anyway. I said, I got to call her. She said, people tell me they're going to call me and they don't call me. I said, let me go ahead and make sure I call this sister. But the vending and the mothers of it all, you know, I give thanks to people who allow me to just enjoy their mother. The Coach T's mama with that lipstick and her orange and her hair. I mean, I tell you know, she let me be her daughter for a moment, and she gave me a hug. She said, I'm gonna give you another hug, because she knew I needed it. And then Coach T's daughter was very tired when she came. Okay, she was tired, and she, you know, it was she was like this. I said, what's going on? She said, they woke me up. Baby, when we got downstairs with Alana's baby, I said, you're not sleeping anymore, are you? She said, no. She said, not at all. She got to do her ministry, if you will. And I need to talk about young Mr. Chase. Mr. Chase was having a fit downstairs in the basement, and I heard him. He said, Mama Head, please get over here and let them know what I need. I said, just get this baby's diaper, give him a new diaper. Mama was already making his milk, you know, getting his milk together. Right. But he said, Mama Head, please tell them to get this diaper off of me, because he's screaming. I said, baby, what you need? He wiggled out of that chair. You know how they have get me out of here, because I thought he wanted to see. You know, they got the babies low. I was like, maybe he wanted to see.
Yeah.
He was like, can you get them to get this stuff off my backside so I can have a better day? But we had 2 babies. We had our babies down there. And what's Mama Alana's baby's name? What's the baby?
What's her
Our
name?
Elizabeth. Our littlest Elizabeth.
Oh, what's her name?
What's the baby's name,
It's
Mama?
so close to Yana. It's Yanla. It's
We're gonna call her baby Elizabeth for now.
yeah,
Okay.
yeah.
But when Queen brought her up on the stage, I was like, yes, we had a new inducted. Bianca was so excited when you told her that. She jumped up out of that seat like a rocket.
Yeah.
Alani.
Alani, thank you, Mama Evelyn.
I wrote it down.
Honey, that little sugar dugar. And then she told Sheila, she told all of us, she was like, let me at this mic. Because I got something to say. Let me have this mic. She just kept grabbing. She was strong too, wasn't she, Queen?
Yes.
Queen was like, I gotta move her away. But just all of the everything. I know when I walked in and saw the church set up the coffee station, I felt some kind of way. That coffee made us some, that wine, we gotta get some more of that eye candy wine. Okay. That was really good. Yeah. But even the sister with the cake, I got cake pieces, and Sunday when I woke up, I wanted to share it with the family. So I took a spoon so I wouldn't eat that whole slice of cake by myself. That sister in the corner, is that the one you were talking about, Queen? She with the purse was the young lady that was over by where the piano was. Is that the vendor you were talking about? That told you she had a good, huh?
Yeah. Well, yeah. The cake. Yeah.
Yeah, she had cornbread.
Yeah, too.
My soup was delicious. I had the potato leek.
Yes, it was.
And then she had
both of them.
Bread. Oh my God, it was so delicious.
That bread was looking good in that pan. That's all I know. I said, I'm not messing with you because you got cheese on you. I'm gonna get this cake. I got me a nice piece of cake, but I shared it. I had everybody get a teaspoon so we wouldn't all eat it. But everybody had some beautiful and wonderful things. It was like everybody.
That the vendor, she also commented on the balance of everything.
Yes.
And the quality of the vendors stuff. So yeah, that was good. Lakeisha, Grand Rising.
Where Lakeisha? Get on there so we can see you. Hey!
Okay, DEITRA, you gotta tell Lakeisha she's the only one who has not shared.
Okay, Lakeisha, what we're talking about is what we gained from the conference, either with your 5 senses. What did you see, hear, taste,
feel, or touch?
Feel, yeah.
Yeah. What did you bring back? What did you take from it?
I took away, you see, your 5 senses.
Or you can do one, whichever sense you want to talk about. You don't have to do all of them if you don't want to.
Okay, one of the sense through everything I sense like determination.
Okay.
Despite whatever was going, follow through.
Yeah.
Everything you'll follow through regardless. And I think because the follow through, it still was an amazing event.
Yes.
I think it still was like, I felt like it was a successful event.
Okay.
It might fit all the people that you wanted, but the people who were there was meant to be there.
Yes.
I feel like it was a nice turnout. We did very well, you know, considering the amount of people. So I felt really thankful, grateful, blessed, sisterhood. You know,
of course, definitely.
People had so many, everybody was positive. There was no negativity, despite how maybe things didn't go, everything didn't go as told, but it was still positive.
Yes.
It was a loving environment. It was a good sisterhood type thing. Yes. I think it was just beautiful.
Okay. Yeah. Thank you.
Beautiful. I walked away with knowing Danny's part was like amazing because I didn't get a chance to really view everybody, see everybody, but thank God I got Jabril and I'll be able to replay everything that he
I know, right?
Right.
The ending part was amazing. Like that's the only part I got a chance to really to sit down and enjoy was the singing bowls, the dance, you know, the rebirthing. I think that's pretty much what I really needed to be. I wish my sister was really at that particular portion. I was a little disappointed on that because I really wanted her to tune in to all of that, you know, the knowledge, the vision, because she can be very, very negative. I really wish she could have been at that, you know.
Are you talking about Denise, Lakeisha?
Yeah.
Oh, believe you me, Denise text me today asking for those singing bowl, the numbers. So she trying to get it. She getting it. Oh, not trying.
She woke me up at 2 something in the morning talking about what's the size of that singing bowl that you bought? I said, girl, if you don't get off my phone.
I enjoyed Denise. Denise.
Me too.
She took me a whole lot of places. I love Denise.
She will, baby. She will. I have to take her in doses.
You can bring it to me. I can handle that.
I love a girl, but I gotta take her in doses, baby.
Yeah. So Lakeisha, when is her birthday? When's her birthday?
Her birthday is in April. I want to say it's April, April the 17th. So
okay, she's Aries.
Yeah, we just actually met each other. Actually, her girlfriend found our father. So, so we have the same father. We have different mothers, but we have the same father.
Oh, wow.
Girlfriend was like, I think I found your daddy. I think I found your daddy. So I always knew of her, you know, but I had never met her. So we've been in each other's life for probably about 15 years, something.
That's all right. She's definitely Elizabeth. She definitely, because I'm telling you, and it's so funny you came on because I talked about her and Mr. Chase. Because I said, I love me some Mr. Chase. Because Mr. Chase said, Mama had please come over here and help me.
Yeah.
And if I would have listened to Denise, I wouldn't have cut my doggone foot because she talked about that barefootness. And I'm like, I love being barefoot. I could be barefoot, but just for a minute. You ain't got to be all barefoot. But anyway. Yeah. And I love how every time when Lakeisha's items fell off the table, I said, this is all of what we need. All these things keep jumping off this table. Y'all need some, what was the first segment was more feminine, but that Saturday, it was all the masculine stuff that pulled up and fell off. Remember?
Yeah.
Yeah. So we went over, and it was so funny because when those things fell, everybody rushed over to that. To everybody, we were like an octopus. Everybody was grabbing stuff and picking it back up to set it back up. I love how that happened. It was a lot of that happening because I was telling everybody when we first got on that, for me, we were like the silk, and it was a web, a beautiful web that was created for all these different connections. Because you connected here, this person, Love Rose, she embodied Mama and Mama Jendai's energy for me. Mama Jendai appeared in front of me. It really did. And then me and Mama Sheila connected. Even the sister with the sanitary napkins, those sanitary napkins are the junk, but I don't need them. They are the SHYT. I told the lady how what's her name? Begin with an M. Sister M. She was saying how we need to make sure that we keep up with those, because I love it's the graphite and the fact that they're not bleached material and they really work well. But I said, Mama Head don't need them, but we might need to have those in some kits for some young sisters. I think I need to maybe connect her with Mama Shu if she's not already, because Mama Shu does a kit for the young ladies. And matter of fact, Isis went to this event that I don't know if they did it for hood camp, but Isis came home with a package of various products for them to sample and get to know for their administration, Nice. So I just think that was good. But yeah, those need to be in schools or whatever. We need to get the right sanitary napkins, because they, you know, they drawing us ragged with a whole lot of things. The things that we had were the things that we need to be using, as opposed to the stuff that's being what do you call it, bombarded us with. That is, you know, they knew when it came out the gates it wasn't right, you know, and they, you know, you got FDA approved. FDA ain't nothing to me if you letting this stuff come out here and you know it's not right. Bug juice and fecal matter from the bugs to color our foods and whatnot, dealing with taste. And the brother that was there with Sweet Potato, he took good care of us. He took care of everything. He made sure he took care of everybody. He was on point, you know. And Ramasu, the brothers took very good care of us. Damn, yeah, let me get a plate. Let me get put some of that.
Right.
No, right.
This particular client eats well. I love her, and I'll show you. We got a skillet here with the sausage and everything, and some eggs. And I'm gonna fix her. I love the fact she loves fresh fruit. So she's gonna get some fresh fruit. She
a good baby. She a good baby.
And that's one thing I haven't done for the Elizabeths. I have not. Queen of Junie experienced me cooking, because when I was over there at the loft years ago, that's where I was like, I bloomed. I was like, okay, I like to eat. I tell people there's a fat girl that lives inside of me, so we likes to eat. And mama taught me how to cook. So one day I'm gonna have to cook for the Elizabeths, because that is my passion and my purpose. I love to eat. I love to eat well. I love to eat good, and I might have to share that. And I do like that doing with my clients, that allow me to actually cook for them. Yeah. So I'm like, and serve them. So I'm like, okay, I got to do that for you guys. When me and Mama had talked for a good hour Monday. Oh, yeah. We're going to have to do a retreat where we serve each other, and get some healing going on as well. So I just want to share that. I want to cook for y'all. I do. I really do.
I want to be cooked for. I love it.
She here
Anybody
for
else? Anybody else?
Listen, that is so. Hello. We need to do a retreat though, and I know our conversation should be about, you know, kind of decompressing and just sharing from this event. Because it's health and wellness, there are a number of things that I utilize and have available to share with you ladies, and this is kind of the moment, but kind of not. But one of the things, we were talking about the stem cells earlier. There's a device called an DEITRA care wand, and this is that device. It's called a blower. I want to share it with you ladies, have you experience it, because it actually heals your cells on a cellular level. Wow. And I don't want to detract away from this experience, but we can always, we can come back to this. It is one of my best friends, and it's health and wellness. DEITRA care wand, ITERA care, CARE wand. It use
one more time, please. One more time.
Okay, ladies, I should maybe I think I'm gonna type it in.
Yes, that's good. Thank you.
Yes, Sanji came and talked about some apparatuses and stuff that we went over to Mama Razia's. You know, with the video that we showed when the brother came on with the water.
Yes.
And he was showing, and it was showing how it worked on his mom. And she was walking down the, you know, you
can actually treat your water with this wand and drink it. When you talk about ionized water, but you can treat your water with this wand as well as your body. So it's a lot of benefits, and maybe we'll do a piece on that.
Well, that would be nice. Yes.
Between Mama Razia and Edwana, Edwana has a big backyard. I mean, a big backyard that if we were to, we could do something over there, and as well at Mama Head's the property that is open. These are outdoor things that we could do something where maybe we set up a tent and, you know, and hang out.
Oh yeah.
And I got some things to burn, Mama Head. I need another bonfire. I got some more things to burn.
Yeah. So I want to invite you ladies today I am going to look at a building. It's right on the corner of, let's see, this is a little bit, right next to my building where I'm at right now. It's on Iron Street. I don't know if you can see that. Yeah, you can see that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And
So
did a fashion designer live there?
no, mm-mm.
No. Okay.
No, okay, so here's this, and on the other side, because this is Iron Street right here, actually that looks like my car, but this is an alley behind Jefferson is right here, and then there's the gas station right in front of this building, and there is a
Let me see that picture again, please. Oh, the little, yes.
it's an art gallery right here. This man does art. And I mean, he's really popular, you know.
Okay.
That's a Chinese guy or something. But anyway, yeah, Pangborn.
Oh.
He has big murals all around. Anyway, it is beautiful inside. Simply beautiful. But what I didn't know, I don't know why they don't have the other pictures, but it's this is, let me see. So this is how it is.
Wow.
Let us see it. Don't look at it for you. Yeah, move it over to the center where the eyeball is for the camera. There you go. We always want to see us seeing it, showing it to the people. That's why we always get it. That's beautiful.
A lot of room.
So this is Mount Elliott over here.
Okay.
Where? Okay.
This is Iron Street.
Yes. Got it.
And then, okay.
This is the alley.
Uh-huh.
Right
Okay.
over here is the gas station and
Right.
all of that.
Okay. Okay. Yeah,
So
yeah. Okay.
this is parking right here.
Mm-hmm.
This right here is the gallery. You know, art thing, all right here.
Oh, okay.
Right back here is a living space.
Oh.
Okay, and this right here, this would be me.
Oh, okay.
This is
Okay.
where I'm at right now.
Okay.
In the other building.
Right.
Right here, this old man used to come. He's deceased now, but he used to come step outside and talk to us and blah, blah, blah. He always said that he was doing printing. In my mind, it was whatever printing, because I never went inside. So I'm thinking about this dusty old thing.
Right.
It is laid. This whole thing is in here. It's gorgeous.
Okay.
And where he's living, it has an upstairs too. It is laid like a bachelor.
Wow.
Laid. Okay, so anyway, this right here is, he said, it's government, a government facility, and then this right here is the immigration.
Yes.
So there's a door that goes in here, and then there's a door that goes in there. This looks like more like a house.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, that looks, and that is just blends with this.
Mm-hmm.
I went in here, but I've not gone except for walking through.
Okay.
Through the parking lot, and that's how we entered into this space in here.
Oh.
So I don't know what this looks like. Okay, so that all being said, what I'm seeing is, and this is what's active in my life. Okay, so this is art. This is us being able to do all kind of different things in here. This would be a recording studio. That, right? And this would be Everett's, the training.
Okay. Yeah.
So we can have different things and blah, 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 blah. Anyway, so at 2:00 today, I told the man, because I didn't video or take pictures when I walked in there. And the way I do what I do is before I can say I need to write it out. I need to see it. I need to see where money can be made and then pitch. Okay, this is what we can do. The building is $2 million. Something just about 2 million, which when you go through and item, what you call it, figure out what you end up paying. If you pay 20%, how much are you going to be paying monthly? It can be handled. It definitely can be handled. Okay. And where we were running around, it doesn't mean we still won't have to get somewhere else to do other things that are larger or outside of it. But it would be our space to do things. Recording studio, we got a lot of things going on. I have a building called LEAP. I don't have it physically yet, but I know where it's at. It's called LEAP.
Right.
Thinking Everyday Extraordinary People. And COAZ, COAZ, which means the City of Arts. Art spelled with a Z. So that's COAZ. They're gigantic. And LEAP links everybody together. So we were doing both of them yesterday. So when you said 3 babies or more being born, it was the Elizabeth and then the birthing of LEAP, because that was the linking everybody together to do something where everybody profits from it, benefits from it. And then there's a City of Arts, all of the artists and stuff that was the performances, all of that. When the girls when they became performers, that's the business of them. And so many times we do just one. We don't separate. Mama had the dancer, and she has her own, that's a business, and she runs that a certain way, versus I'm your girlfriend, can you just do this? That type of So it's the artist, and the mission for the City of Arts is to remove that stigma of that doing art is you're going to be a starving artist. We want to remove that. And it just means that some things have to be put into play. So one of the things is, a recording that we're going to have people because I know a lot of, my husband, that's his life is music. And to have all of, whoever sings and stuff to create some music that we can sell and bring money in to get the building. We can start with this. The building that we're talking about is $7 million. This is only 2.
Okay.
So we can start working on different things, and I'll still have the space that I'm at now, but we're about to turn that into, upstairs is food and training and health and wellness and all of that. It has its own purpose. And I'll be moving the Everett's into that other space where we can actually separate the stylist professional salon from the training and be able to offer more to the community like that. And then, Mama Evelyn can come in and do some classes on, art, and Nawili classes, and Nawili come in early in the morning or whenever the time is for yoga. Mama Heck come in and teach some dance, all that. It's ours. Danielle, well, she'll be doing everything as well. Workshops coming in, DEITRA and her husband coming in and doing some workshops and letting people know that you don't have to stay stuck mad at each other and stuff, So it's a place that we can operate by having different things come in. And so at 2 o'clock, because I told the man, I said, I want to be able to bring my team in. My team could be anything, definitely, Everett's and anyone else that wants to come at 2 o'clock to see and do the walkthrough. And then we can make some really intelligent decisions, because from that walkthrough, I generally can walk through and see and then go home and fill it all out. But there's a lot of components, and you go around this corner and you go around here, so that I can sit down and really map it out as to how we're going to make the money. How I'm making money and what it can be used for everything that I'm doing,
Thank you for sharing. That's good information.
So like I said, if you want to come and walk through, I like walking through so I can see different, possibilities.
Floor plan fetish.
Yeah, man. Yeah. So you're welcome to come at 2 o'clock today. And we're going to do that walkthrough. That'll probably be about half hour or something like that.
Okay.
Yeah. Well, that's good. We are actually, we got a hand up. Okay, Lakeisha, what's up, girl?
So it's amazing that she was saying that, because yesterday, y'all know I've been looking for a building. So I got an appointment at 1 o'clock, and I'm hoping I'll be able to see another building at 2. But yesterday, when I was looking at a building, it was a building on Davidson, and all that I was thinking about was like utilizing a lot of you all skills also in the Himalayan salt cave spa and float, because in the salt room, like yoga, like everybody have the skills, and in the health and wellness industry that, I wanted to find a way that we all can, do something where we all can, benefit some kind of way, because we're going to need those type of services. We want something that's different, the singable, like it just seemed like it's just all coming together. People who are meeting, because that's what we're going to need, because we really truly want to help people, on a, holistic type of view. So when I'm looking at the building, all I was saying, oh, this could be used for this. This could be
Yeah.
You was planning what?
Yeah, because in order to be successful, it's not a solo act. Like, we need to help one another. We need to help and, encourage each other, help share about each other's businesses and different things like that. And, so I was like, wow, this is amazing that Queen Aduni has said that, because when I'm looking, that's what I'm looking for also, to utilize the Elizabeths, and so that we all can kind of grow.
Right.
So that's what I'm doing too. I'm looking at a building at 1 o'clock on Moros. And that's what I'm on a mission to really look for a building. And I was thinking, that lady, I was in a car driving that one time, and it was a lady we had on the show, and I think she knows different programs or whatever. Do anybody have her name or her information?
You talking about yesterday, Motown Witch? That's what you talking about?
It wasn't yesterday. It was probably like maybe 2 months ago.
What was she talking about?
And so I think she knows about different programs. And then somebody had mentioned, Lakeisha, she's looking for a building. And I think she knows about programs. Or
do you remember what day it was?
Well, I know.
That would help me.
I just remember.
I remember because Ebony said, mentioned you to her.
Yes.
So it wasn't on a Monday, because it had to be something, because she said, the person had talked about it the day before, and then that's when Ebony said, well, Lakeisha is
And I think she know about different programs, and she helped people.
Oh,
it was on my show.
Yeah.
It was, oh gosh, what's her name? Kim May. It was May.
There it is.
Mayberry.
There you go.
Kim Mayberry?
No, May. We call her May. Her last name is Mayberry.
Oh, Mayberry.
Go look at your recordings. So you got to go look on Friday. That'll help.
It was on a Friday.
Yeah, I think she came on my show.
Oh, let me quickly share that. Ebony, I've connected with Malik and Mama D at the squeeze station. We got to go over there and get them some Black folks, and they make wonderful food at the squeeze station on Michigan Avenue and Mark in the Southwest Detroit area. And they want more Black and brown, more Black folks to know about their space. And it's a nice space to have meetings or whatever, and just help them. They have a smoothie shop, and also the young man that cooks over there, his food. I mean, it had my eyes rolling up in the back of my head. My husband's been over there 4 days, Michigan Avenue and Martin. And Lakeisha, go ahead and finish talking, baby. I'm done. We'll back up
Squeeze, what? Squeeze, what's the name of the place?
Yeah, we're gonna recap again tomorrow, you all. I did get a young lady. She said when I told her that I was on the the Elizabeth, her face lit up like a light bulb. She said I was on that show, the sister that does the puff and paint. So I'm gonna have her on Wednesday to come and talk about the squeeze station, because she's over there. And yeah, so we'll do that and recap from today, because I'm sure you all still full. I think we need to do a Friday, Saturday view and just go down the round robin and get some more of this out, because I know we still full. I'm still full.
I know, me too.
It's a mess over here. It's water. Oh, I know what I wanted to say. It was like, okay, so when I was looking for a word to describe the weekend, I want to say I had an Elizabeth-gasm.
I was a little slow on that one, but I got it.
Oh, Lord. Look, Danielle, she ain't got it. She frozen.
I'm frozen.
No, now you are.
I'm you just don't know. It's a lot going. It's a lot. The Elizabeth really rebirthed me into being that independent, and when I say independent, that does not mean I don't have my team behind me, but it means I push forth, myself. I got a proposal I got to do today for something that birthed out the Elizabeth. I got another gig on the same day. So Dr. Sheba Williams got me for a gig in Toledo, and I already got a gig here in Detroit. So I'm correlating the times to make sure that it happens. I mean, stuff is just happening, and it's happening fast. And it's like, okay.
I need to call you too. So I don't know if today is good.
No, today is good because we got business we got to complete. So I'm like, I want to complete that.
And I'll describe the weekend. Did you hear the word I used?
Say it again.
I said this weekend was an Elizabeth-gasm.
It was. Yes, it was. I heard that. It was so much birthing, and Edwana, your dance. Oh my God. From everything. I showed my boyfriend the video, because he asked me how did it go. It's like, I can't explain it. I got to show it. Bianca's dance was like, he felt that. He was like, I felt that. Then he looked at Edwana's dance and he was like, how old is Edwana? I was like, I don't know. I know she's in her 60s. I'm like, this is why people got to get up and move. He's like, she did a split. I was like, I know. She sure did. Sheila, you already know he loves you. And I'm like, first of all, the elders, you guys are the elders of how elders should be, not the way that they're in society right now. Mama Evelyn, Mama Evelyn, Mama Sheila, Mama Edwana, you guys are the representation of how they should be with life.
It's possible.
For more people to see that you gotta get the move, baby. If it starts with the wiggling of your toe and the circling of your ankle, you gotta get up and start movement. That the message for me was movement was life. I also talked to Mama Jamila. Mama Jamila is one of my biggest supporters, and I love her. And she was like, she loved the conference. It was just so much going on this weekend. There was the Healing Society doing something. There was Maba Malik doing something. D-Town Farms was doing something. There was a mother's walk going. It was like, I mean, the community was showing out. We were just spread thin. So, and there was a lot of people who wanted to be there, but they were already previously committed to other stuff that was going on for this weekend. So I'm like, you know, what we
That's why
probably just need
I
to
wanted to. Yeah, that's why I
reach
was
out to the
thinking.
other people, because I know we're already planning for next year, and
Mhm.
maybe we stagnate this where it's not everybody so stretched thin, because everybody was doing something.
Yeah.
Everybody. And
I saw
like,
that. I saw that, and I said, "Oh wow!" And I saw who was at these other things. I'm like, okay, so we have to be far enough out where they have to put us on their calendar. And
yeah, I got me and Danielle talked about a solution for this. We'll talk about it tomorrow. We got a real good idea.
Oh, okay.
I'm gonna do my best to hold it till tomorrow. That's so many. So tonight at 7, we will be doing the technical review. What worked, what didn't work, we need to put into place. And DEITRA, I know you go to about 4 different things on Tuesday nights, but
I do.
make sure that we cover registration, because my registration is not usually like that.
Okay.
So, but I knew that you could handle the simplicity of what was going to happen.
Yes.
That we wasn't going to be like bombarded and stuff like that, because most of the people had their stuff from online, or we were buying tickets for our loved ones, so we already had that, you know. So if you maybe she could jot down her. We'll do that. If you come on, we'll do that first.
Okay.
So you can go on to your other ones. Okay. And then jot them down so we can cover them.
Okay.
Yeah. Make Yvette talked about making the list. Yvette said that was my mama. She made lists and have a paper clip to her purse, honey. And I would make my list. She would say, make your grocery list. I would make the grocery list. And when I get to the grocery store, the list is on the table at the house. Remember to pick it up and take it with you.
So you know what, Mama had? I keep my list. I keep my grocery list in my notes section on my phone, because my phone goes everywhere.
Technology, yes.
So I got the list. I check it off on the list. Okay, we did this, we did that. We got
about that. We'll talk about that tomorrow too. I'll write that.
I love how you working those shirts. You like cutting those shirts and stuff.
I can't wear a t-shirt normal. I just can't. It just don't feel right. So I'm like, this is an old shirt, and I just cut it up this morning. I was like, I'm loving the cold shoulder. So I love deconstructing t-shirts. So that is a workshop that can be from little, you know, you always say teenagers 13 and up. We can deconstruct a t-shirt. I know how to make a t-shirt be a little bit sexy, and I like that. It's different because everybody's wearing the same thing. I gotta be different. So yeah, there's a workshop coming up soon.
Okay. Sweet loves. Lakeisha, you are a badass sister. Say it again. Say it a little louder for the people. Say it loud. You see her working that floor and working those products and knowing her business and knowing her products, and they don't. She's like a what are those when you pass it and that tongue comes up and snatches you, and you're just captured. You can't go, and you're not really, you're like captivated. You're there, and then pretty soon you're pulling out money, giving it to her.
I love it.
She's moving on to the next one, and running everything. And your mom, your family, you guys are a really good team. But I see where you turn on something when it's time to take care of business. There's a thing that's go click. Yep. It's fun. Beautiful watching her in action. And then she's just moving around. Total respect, my dear. Total respect. And she cleaned out.
I just expected to get some cream for my face, and I walked away with deodorant and toothpaste too.
May as well get everything. It's a one-stop shop. You be on it. From hair.
I knew I was gonna have to get some toothpaste in a few days. I said, well, shoot, I might as well go ahead and get it now.
Okay, I'm gonna stop this and for Danielle's sake, the recording.